Again, you know what I'm saying? In terms of being comfortable in religion, I would say Malaysia. Only thing about Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum, Elsa di sini. Hai guys, hai semua, halo tetangga. Gimana kabar teman-teman semua? Semoga sehat selalu, semoga bahagia selalu, dan semoga hari teman-teman semua selalu good day. Selamat datang di channel YouTube Elsa Widianti Putri. Hari ini aku akan reaction salah satu video dari channel Maaf Hijrah, dimana salah satu videonya sangat menarik banget bagi aku. Bagaimana pendapat orang Mesir nih guys, orang Mesir terhadap Malaysia. Apakah Malaysia worth it untuk dijadikan tempat hijrah ataupun tempat tinggal? Nah, ini menarik banget dan kita akan menemukan jawaban-jawaban yang mungkin akan membuat kita bersyukur. Kita lihat sama-sama nanti videonya seperti apa. Tapi sebelum dimulai video reaksinya, seperti biasa aku mau ngajakin teman-teman semua dulu untuk subscribe channel ini dan aktifkan lonceng notifikasinya supaya tidak ketinggalan updatean terbaru dari channel ini. Dan bagi teman-teman yang mau request bisa banget DM di Instagram aku di @elsawidiantiputri. Yaudah, tanpa berlama-lama, tanpa membuang masa, jomlah kita mulai video reactionnya. Are you ready? Let's go. Jangan lupa di subscribe ya guys. Make hijrah.
Assalamualaikum. And welcome to the first episode of Hijrah Questions.
Okay.
I'm your host, Omar Shear.
I'm Hamza Abu Dalia.
Bang Omar dan Bang Hamza.
Go ahead and answer some of the common questions that have been sent to us, either over YouTube or on our website or what have you. Okay. All right, so let's get right to it. The first question we have here is from a brother named Kerry Miles, and he gives us the salam.
Assalamu alaikum, Kerry.
And he asks us, which country do you both like best, Egypt or Malaysia, in regards to living comfortably, religious practice, etc.? And then he asks a lot of rewarders.
Oke, kira-kira mana yang lebih baik, guys?
Okay, let me jump in there.
Oh ya, tapi ini berdasarkan pendapat masing-masing ya. Jadi masing-masing orang bisa berpendapat dan bisa mengutarakan halnya apakah Mesir lebih baik ataupun Malaysia.
What, 5 or 6 years in Egypt? I think you had what, 13?
Oke, dia 6 tahun di Mesir.
17 years in Egypt. 18 years in Egypt. We've both had less than a year in Malaysia.
Okay,
for me,
tahun di
Malaysia wins hands down.
Malaysia menang talak.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You weren't saying that at all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could, like a couple of years ago, Sheikh, you could have tried to drag me out of Egypt, kicking and screaming. I wouldn't have left her. Egypt was the place for me, but right now, yeah, I would say hands down. Even though I've been in Malaysia a short period of time.
Menurut aku tangan bawah itu maksudnya Malaysia itu mudah merangkul gitu. Ayo sini gitu loh. Ngerti gak sih?
The brother and I went on a journey a few years ago just to find another country to relocate to for business reasons. So Egypt. It's kind of unfair to say.
Jadi aku tidak tahu mereka memang asli Mesir atau tidak.
I mean, you don't know that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, because we talk about Egypt and Malaysia, but also we went to UAE, spent some time, a little bit of time there. Not a lot of time, but we went around specifically to see what it would be like to move there, like cost of living, business, opening business, etc. We went to Tanzania as well.
Yeah,
the brother moved, and I was on my way. And then another one of our partners, he actually moved as well, and he's still there now.
He's still there now.
If we're talking about Egypt and Malaysia, I would have to go with Malaysia for what you're talking about. You know, now if you're saying Egypt has its points, Egypt has its good points. It depends on the type of life you're talking about. Like what I mean by that is comfortable life. Meaning having all the perks of infrastructure, and net services that actually work.
Yeah.
You know, roads, the modern facilities that you're looking for. Yeah, Malaysia, hands down. I would personally say you could take Malaysia, let's say cities inside of Malaysia, because I can't say the whole Malaysia, I don't know, but see, you could take cities inside Malaysia, put it in the States, and you wouldn't know the difference. Like it wouldn't, and that's, but I haven't, you know what I mean, you know, that's from what I know of the States right now.
Mungkin dari konteks infrastruktur Malaysia itu hampir sama dengan Amerika. Kalau nggak salah ya, konteks infrastruktur jadi tidak bisa dibedakan.
Definitely. I mean, the infrastructure wise, I would even say in some places is better.
Keren Malaysia.
Some places I've been in the UK, there's some places in Malaysia that you can't compare them. Really, you can't.
Okay, betul.
Let me just quickly rewind a little bit, because maybe I was a little bit hasty in what I said. Egypt. When you talk about being access to religion, if you separate the access to religion, it's there in Egypt, 100%, yeah. But you know, due to the political situation, I'm not going to go into that. But due to the situation, how the situation is changed in Egypt, it's kind of a sore point to show how religious you are.
Katanya.
Let's put it that way. If Egypt was to back up a little bit and relax a little bit more and allow the religious amongst them to flourish, then obviously I think that's where Egypt by itself might pip the post to Malaysia. But if you're talking about Egypt as a place of being religious and somewhere to live against Malaysia being religious and somewhere to live, again, Malaysia wins.
Bang Hamzah bilang bahwa kalau soal religius, soal kenyamanan itu lebih menang Malaysia dibanding Mesir gitu guys.
But the potential of Egypt, because Egypt has always had that potential. That's why a lot of brothers leave from where they're going and they go straight to Egypt because of the religious vibe it has there. But obviously because of certain
Tapi mungkin juga ini sih maksudnya kebiasaan masing-masing negara kan beda-beda. Jadi ada perbedaan ruang lingkup.
It's kind of risque to be openly religious in Egypt right about now, which is a crying shame. A crying shame.
You can, I mean, the thing about Egypt is that it's overwhelmingly Muslim. I mean, majority Muslim. Like it's just maybe 10%. They say it's 10%.
10% Christian.
It's like if you do, you find one or two of them there. Not enough to even put them in it as a percent.
Yeah.
So that being the case, like almost anybody you go up to and say Assalamu alaikum, it's wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Like you get that. Like in other places we've been, it's less. You know what I'm saying? So it's things about Egypt that you have to admit. You know that are good points in terms of religion, masjid you might find a musalla, a masjid next to one.
Yeah,
it's like that. You know, it's well known for that.
Across the street, opposite, facing each other. Yeah.
You know, whatever. This one's on this corner. You got choices. You know, you want to go, you want to walk, you want to do some exercise and walk further. You can walk further. You got one that's right across the street or whatever. That's the thing about Cairo in particular, but I've seen that everywhere I went. Everywhere I went in Egypt as a country, I saw that. Then again, you have other things with that. I mean, then you have like what do you call like a religion by my pops was Muslim type thing.
Yes, inherited
Islam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which is that they do things because that's what the culture is. You feel what I'm saying? So the salams even that's cultural. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. And he might not pray, he might not do anything. You know what I'm saying? His name's just Ahmed, that's it. You feel what I'm saying? But that culture is there strong. One more example of that. You know, I can go on actually for a long time about this right here. But another thing is like slaughtering. Like Eid al-Adha. It's so embedded in culture that a person will spend to slaughter. And he don't pray, he don't do. It's just... We supposed to slaughter right now, so go get the money up and let's slaughter. That's how it is. Because when it's time to slaughter, you can walk down the street. You done that?
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
They got cows and in the street.
In the street. Yeah. I mean, people like sorry to cut you, but the village people travel from where they come from to go to Cairo, and they set up tents on the roadside, and they have their goats there weeks before the actual day of the slaughtering.
Right.
And then when it's time to slaughter, bro, literally the roads are red with blood. They go in, bro.
It's been times where I went into my building and it's a cow in the building. It's a cow or 2 cows in the hallway. And my kids actually grew up on that. Like they used to look forward. Even when we came to Malaysia, they look forward to seeing the slaughter and stuff. They do it here, but it's different. It's like you remember they have the cows tied up onto the trees.
And next to the tree there's like a gully.
Kalau di Malaysia itu pembantaian pas Idul Adha itu potong kambing atau potong sapi itu pasti diikat di pohon gitu. Nah, berbeda dengan Mesir. Mesir tuh kayak tempatnya tuh tertutup gitu, guys. Tidak bisa dilihat oleh banyak orang seperti di Malaysia gitu.
When they lay the animal down and cut the throat, like the blood flows down into the alley, down through a pipe into the drain.
It's clean. Yeah.
Jadi
Very clean.
Biasanya untuk darah itu dibuat kayak lubang gitu, guys. Buat lubang untuk darahnya. Nah, biasanya darah dari hewan kurban itu bisa jadi obat gitu. Kalau nggak salah aku pernah lihat pas aku juga lihat pembantaian sapi. Itu darah itu banyak kan, terus ada rombongan bapak-bapak atau ibu-ibu mencemplungkan kakinya ke dalam darah itu, guys. Katanya sih itu untuk obat, cuman aku nggak tahu sih, nggak berani juga untuk nyemplungin kaki ke darah hewan kurban itu.
Nah, Egypt
it's just like
you walk into your building and there's a goat hanging. You got to walk around the goat because they just they're cutting it and gutting it. It's like it's all.
Jadi itu bedanya ya.
I think the way that the day is portrayed, it's more or less just like it's entertainment, bro. I mean, like
entertainment.
You know what I mean? Like
right.
you got whole families there looking as and then certain the way that the animals are slaughtered as well. The guys that are doing the slaughtering is like they're merciless, bro.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's become like that,
which is a shame. They just slaughtering in front of other animals and things like that.
And then you have the Arabic centers, of course.
Yes.
You have
hand over fist.
El Azhar.
Yes.
You have like these independent
orang-orang berdosa
that
Arab.
people go to. You know what I'm saying? Little villages that people go to. It's a lot of potential religion wise, but I would say that is the reason why you would go to Egypt if you want to go to Egypt. If you want comfortable life and all that, they have areas that are better than others, but they have some areas, man, that look like you straight in a war zone.
Yeah,
you went into Afghanistan or something like that. No disrespect to Afghanistan.
Yeah,
much love to
a
Afghanistan.
war zone. Yeah, you going into a
perang
war
ya
zone.
di
You're going into
Afghanistan.
some joint that got rubble and garbage and
piled up.
Sampah menumpuk, barang-barang menumpuk.
Down the street, 15 minutes, you have a nice area.
Villas, clean roads.
Yeah. So it's I mean. That's the thing about big cities as well. You know, everybody on top of each other. You know, it's overpopulated. And sometimes there's so much traffic. You know what I mean? It's just people piled up on top of each other.
3 lanes are now 6 lanes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
no order.
And so again, you know what I'm saying? In terms of being comfortable in religion, I would say Malaysia. The only thing about Malaysia, because these people stick to their religion as well. Like, don't get it twisted, man. Don't think. You know, they love their religion and they, this is from what I've seen. And then they take pride in it and the government actually supports that.
Yeah.
Like you can have a city. There's a city in Malaysia called Roda City.
Sebenarnya ini masalah individu juga sih soal agama gitu, guys. Berdasarkan pengalaman dari dua abang ini, kalau rakyat Malaysia itu mereka lebih religius, lebih mencintai agamanya dan sangat-sangat menghormati akan pemerintah setempat gitu, akan kerajaannya juga gitu. Mungkin itu perbedaan ya, mungkin itu yang menjadi perbedaan antara Mesir dengan Malaysia gitu.
And it prides itself in being an
Tapi
Islamic
di Mesir
city,
pasti ada banyak
in
sekali
Egypt,
hal
no.
positif.
Like even though you cannot come out say I have an Islamic city. That is not happening in Egypt.
You're not in Egypt, bro.
No, you would get shut down immediately. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's an Islamic country.
Yeah.
But here, like they take pride in that.
Yeah.
The little nurseries and stuff like that, they
Mungkin
take
itu
pride like
sisi
we building strong Muslims and stuff. They can
negatif
promote that,
dari Mesir
and it's no
mungkin ya.
problem promoting that.
It's a selling point.
Yeah.
How religious their curriculum is actually a selling point.
Yeah.
For their kindergartens and things like that.
And I see every little place we visit. I don't know the details about it because we didn't dig in and talk to the imams or anything like that. But you'll see. You remember we went to the one masjid like we needed to pray, so we dipped off into some little
into that estate, the housing estate.
Yeah. It's maybe, let's just say random number, 30 houses up in there, right? You come through the gate, then you go through, and they got a masjid in that place. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the little kids with their thobes and their, you know, their imamas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Memorizing Quran, and they there. You know what I'm saying? Like, people put their kids there. That's important to them. They do things in their language though.
Yes.
And they don't have no ifs, ands, they don't have no qualms about that.
Just to interject there, I mean, in some masajid they have flat screen TVs on the walls and a projector, where while the imam is giving a khutbah, for example, they'll have slides come up and
like a presentation.
Yeah. And some of the presentations, the actual khutbah is in English.
That's another good point, because if you don't know Arabic in Egypt, that's it. You're done. You know what I'm saying? Because you won't.
Mungkin berdasarkan apa yang aku tangkap di video ini, jadi di Mesir itu ceramah-ceramah, mungkin khutbah ya, di masjid itu layar protektor itu menggunakan bahasanya bahasa Inggris, bukan bahasa Arab. Mungkin ya, ini sepenangkapan aku pada video kali ini gitu guys. Kalau salah mohon dikoreksi saja.
In some main places you can go and read the English of what he's saying.
Yeah. Because they have it presented on the wall on a slide or a flat screen TV.
They had the projectors that come out the ceiling. Like, you see, the thing, technology here is important to them. You know what I'm saying? Everything you can do online, pay your bills, do this, do that. You can do everything online. And then even when you go in the masjid
itu
has
lebih
embraced
mengutamakan teknologi
They have
gitu
the cameras
juga
in
guys.
there,
Nah, itu positifnya.
on the screen, you know what I'm saying? And big projectors come out the ceiling and they project on both sides of it. You know what I mean? Like, they really have embraced technology even on the religious side. To say definitely which is which, which one is better, is hard. But I would definitely say, if you want to be a student of knowledge, and get the Arabic language, Quran, Egypt is famous.
Yeah.
Quran, they famous for that. Like, you come out with some real nice tajweed and everything.
Egypt is the place.
Egypt is the spot for that. If that's what you're trying to do, or if you're trying to do that for your children, like you want them to be Hafiz Quran and that kind of thing with proper pronunciation and all
Hafiz
that,
Quran bagus di Mesir tuh katanya guys.
100.
But don't mean you're gonna live too comfortably.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough.
You might have to, you have to struggle with that. You know what I mean? Because you may have to be in an area that's not that good.
Harus pintar milih daerah yang nyaman, yang tenang gitu.
Yeah, it's got it here, bro.
This is here, and then also if you have a family, you could raise them here. The environment, it coincides with your values and everything. Except for when you be honest now. To be honest, if you go into the big mall or someplace that's not Malay.
Yeah, you're gonna be in for a bit of a shock.
That's a problem. But still, the people, good manners and all that. But you might find the Chinese with the, I hate to say Chinese, man, because it could be any Asian.
They're Chinese that are doing it, though. I'm sorry, they're Chinese.
I don't know what you know what I mean? They're not Malaysian. They're not Malay. You know what I'm saying?
You don't see Chinese. You don't see Malays wearing what the Chinese wear.
That they get down like, I mean, it's a shock.
Shorts.
I took my family. Well, not my whole family. I took my daughter. My daughter's with us. We went to the mall, one of these malls, and she was like, "Yo, can we leave? Please leave." You know what I mean? And you could see it on her face, like she didn't want to be there because these females had shorty shorts. It's kind of wild.
And to me, like I remember going to
jadi perbedaan ini ya, perbedaan culture
inside the mall, immigration office inside the mall.
Pakaian.
And in the corridor there was a big sign letting you know what the appropriate way of dressing is in this building. So you had a picture of a scantily clad woman with a big old red cross through it. Clearly, don't come here dressed like this. And lo and behold, in the queue, nice looking Chinese lady with shorty shorts on, and then security guards didn't say a word to her. When she went to sit down to be seen by the immigration staff.
Oke, jadi ini bukan menghakimi salah satu kaum. Mungkin memang seperti itu cara berpakaian kaum Cina itu guys. Jadi pakaiannya lumayan terbuka, agak minim gitu. Mungkin bagi orang-orang Mesir ini kayak jadi culture shock tersendiri gitu, karena melihat pakaian dari orang-orang Cina yang datang ke mall di Malaysia itu kayak pendek-pendek, minim-minim, pakai celananya pendek atau lengannya pendek gitu. Mungkin itu jadi kayak gangguan bagi mereka gitu.
Like it seems like those people that dress like that from another country, they're accepted. It's just okay. These are the way. This is the way, because maybe it's because the Chinese are doing so much for us, we can turn a blind eye.
It's kind of deep, you know what I'm saying? Like the way that Malaysians are, I don't want to say divided, but you have a Malay, and the Malay are 100% Muslim. Like if you're Malay, you Muslim. Period.
Yeah, you can't be a Malay if you're Muslim. If you're not Muslim,
Then Malays are Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And then you have other ethnic groups within that, the Indians, the Chinese, and then you have other ones even. You know what I'm saying? That have that are Malaysian, but they're not Malay.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother topic altogether. But sorry, bro, we kind of dragged that one out. But to answer your question, if you're going to Egypt for specific purpose to learn something about religion, hey man, that's top choice right there. I wouldn't say come to Malaysia for that. But Malaysia does have Islamic universities.
Yeah,
you know, they have a famous Islamic university here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to slight them and act like they don't have nothing.
Gitu.
You know what I mean? They have something here. But I would say that Egypt got that, because even the Malaysian imams, a lot of them, Azharis. Yeah, they go to Azhar. Yeah. They go to Egypt. There's a lot of options out there. Like these aren't the only two countries. You know, these are we've been to actually more than that. But since you asked specifically about these two, if it's between them two, comfortability, Malaysia, specifically religion, Egypt.
Wah, itu menarik banget guys. Sebuah pendapat, sebuah jawaban yang menurut aku banyak banget memberikan informasi bagi kita yang belum tahu nih bagaimana keadaan Mesir. Langsung nih dari orang yang pernah tinggal di Mesirnya langsung. Meskipun aku tidak tahu kedua abang ini berasal dari Mesir atau enggak, setiap negara itu mempunyai hal yang positif, mempunyai hal yang negatif gitu. Mungkin dalam konteks positifnya Mesir, mereka banyak mempunyai imam-imam yang luar biasa juga. Penghafal Al-Quran juga di Malaysia itu lebih menerima keberagaman. Mereka tuh sangat merangkul. Terus di Malaysia itu juga tidak kalah jauh untuk soal pendidikan agama. Malaysia juga bisa menjadi salah satu alternatif kalau teman-teman ingin belajar soal agama di Malaysia gitu, karena di Malaysia juga banyak universitas Islam gitu. Jadi kalau soal kenyamanan, abang berdua ini memilih Malaysia karena Malaysia itu penuh dengan keberagaman, saling toleransi, saling merangkul. Nah mungkin di Mesir itu ada beberapa kota yang zona perang, jadi mungkin untuk kenyamanan agak sedikit worry gitu bagi orang-orang yang ingin belajar di sana. Tapi pasti ada aman dari zona perang itu gitu. Betul. Jadi seperti itu pendapat dari dua abang ini guys. Semoga teman-teman bisa mengambil hal yang positif dalam video kali ini. Kalau ada yang negatif dalam video kali ini, teman-teman langsung buang aja, jangan ambil yang negatif. Kita ambilnya yang positif aja gitu. Ya udah, kayak cukup sekian video reaction kali ini. Bagi teman-teman yang suka sama video ini, jangan lupa untuk like, komen, dan subscribe. Dan kita ketemu di next video. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.